Thank you. There it is. You just thin sliced me. You took in a new stimulus, me, and made a millisecond judgment. Thin slicing is your gut instinct, your fight or flight response. It's very powerful. It might save your life. It could even make or break your career. Trust it. I work in the fashion industry. I have a unique gift. I dress people. I have dressed pageant winners and wedding parties, help people with simple job interview outfits. I've even had the great privilege of dressing children who live in an orphanage in Uganda by helping provide school uniforms for them. Lately, I have noticed an increase in the casualness of our dress. People come into my place of business with their resumes, asking about employment while wearing pajama pants or yoga pants. Honestly, I take those resumes and I toss them in the trash. In 2014, Michael Krauss of the University of Illinois and Wendy Mendez of the University of California completed a study about how clothing elicits a behavioral and physiological response. They gathered a sample of 128 healthy males from Craigslist to participate in their study. The men were then put into two groups. Half of the men were dressed in t-shirts, sweatpants, plastic sandals purchased at a drugstore, while the other half of the men were dressed in black suits, dress shirts, black socks, those are important, not white ones, black leather shoes, all purchased at a high-end department store. Then, the t-shirt participant was paired with the business suit participant and given instructions on negotiating a business deal, with each assuming the CFO role. Their testosterone levels were measured before and after negotiations. Guess what happened? The men in the business suits made almost twice as much money in the negotiations than the men in the t-shirts. Not only that, but the men in the t-shirts had a significant reduction in their testosterone levels. Interesting, right? So I've always known that what you wear changes the way you act, right? So when you wear a tuxedo versus some jeans, this study is amazing because it shows a physiological response as well. So, what if you could change your future by simply changing the way you dress? Adams and Galinsky completed a study called Enclosed Cognition. In their study, participants were given a white lab coat to wear. Half of them were told it was a doctor's coat, while the other half were told it was a painter's coat. They were then given a task that would measure sustained attention. While wearing their doctor's coat or painter's coat, they viewed two pictures side by side with minor differences in each and wrote down as quickly as possible as many differences as they could find. When Adams and Galinsky analyzed their findings, those in the doctor's coat had found more differences and had a greater sustained attention span than those in the painter's coat. Great study, right? So not only does our physiology change, but our attention span is increased by one item of clothing. What we wear not only changes the way people view us, but it changes the way you view yourself. How about this study? by Gino, Norton, and Airley, The Counterfeit Self. They gave 85 women designer sunglasses to wear, each valued at about $300 apiece. Half of the women, they were told they were counterfeit sunglasses. The women were then given a test and wore their sunglasses and reported their own performance. They would earn more money for each correct answer. 30% of the women in the designer lenses cheated on their test. This is worse. 71% in the counterfeit glasses cheated on theirs. It's so simple. What you wear has the power to change your future because it changes you. It changes your physiology. It changes how you view yourself. It can even change your character. What if the next time you go out shopping, you come to an intersection of opportunity? Maybe you run into a future business opportunity or a love interest. How are they going to remember you? It took me about 5 minutes to change the way you view me. More importantly, it only took about 5 minutes for me to change the way I view me. Are you willing to change your future by changing the way you dress?